Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video we're going to be taking a closer look at not one, not two, but three editions of the NKJV verse-by-verse center column reference Bible from Thomas Nelson. Okay, it's time to take a closer look at what I think truly is one of the flagship Bibles from Thomas Nelson. It's the NKJV verse-by-verse center column reference Bible. It has a real classic look and feel. They make it, obviously, as you can see, in a bunch of different binding options. I've got two of the Premier Collection editions. There's no need for me to have two, which means I'm going to have to give one of these Bibles away, the Premier Collection editions. Maybe I'll save this for my Christmas giveaway. Last year we gave away like 7 premium Bibles at Christmas. Maybe we can work our way up to having the 12 days of Bible review blog Christmas and give away 12 premium Bibles. That's a great idea. We should shoot for that this year. Anyway, a couple Premier Collection editions, one genuine leather edition. I actually had another one, a leather soft edition that I sent off to a rebinder, and it's a rebinder that I have not featured on my channel yet. So I'm not even going to tell you who it is, but I have one of these out for rebind. Obviously, if I'm sending it out for a rebind, it's a Bible that I think is cool, and I do. I think this is a really great Bible from Thomas Nelson. It's got a few specific little things, like I said, verse by verse, center column. If those things tick the box for you, then this definitely could be a Bible that you will really love and enjoy using. That's my goal with Bible Review Blog. I know that you can't see all these Bibles in person, so I want to do reviews, give you a closer look, so that you can find a Bible that's right for you. So maybe this is that one. So we're going to do an overhead now. I'm going to show you all the specs on this Bible, do a deep dive to help you get a closer look. Before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. This is the NKJV verse-by-verse center column reference Bible from Thomas Nelson. Okay, first things first, lovely two-piece box on the Premier Collection, NKJV verse-by-verse center column reference Bible, premium goatskin leather. This is the brown goatskin edition, which came out here in 2022. Really lovely Bible. There's all the features listed on the back of the box. The Premier Collection has the nicest boxes in the game. They're so nice. Now, brown goatskin, I'm going to show you that in a second. They also have the Premier Collection in black goatskin. Whoa, there's a flex. I've got both of them. Really, really beautiful. This is a great piece of goatskin on this black one that I have. They also make this Bible in lots of other bindings. They have leather soft bindings. They also did this one right here as a genuine leather gray. Check this out. A gray genuine leather with primer stitch, and yes, blue page dye on the pages. Such a unique, but again, inside, you'll see it's the same thing. So they've got a few different options. This one came in still a two-piece box, but slightly different, not as premium construction, that sort of thing, but looks really nice. So they have a bunch of different options of this Bible. It's really kind of a flagship for Thomas Nelson as far as the look and the feel of it goes. So I'm pulling this up, showing it to you. Really, really nice pebbly brown goatskin on this one. It has a perimeter stitch around the outside of the Bible. It comes with 3 really nice premium double-sided ribbons, brown, teal, and kind of a burgundy-ish red color. Looks really good. Nice red, like a faint red under gold art gilding on the pages. It has a gold gilt line around the inside. You see it says goatskin leather cover there. In the back, just a little ISBN number back there. But man, it looks really nice on the spine. You get raised spine hubs. It says Holy Bible, New King James Version, and Thomas Nelson. Looks great, feels great. You know, the Premier Collection Bibles from Thomas Nelson are very, very consistent across the board. Now, as far as size goes, this is a pretty standard, like big, thick reference Bible. It's 6 1/8 inches wide, 9 1/8 inches tall at the text block. So 6 1/8 by 9 1/8, and then with the cover, this is about 1.75 inches thick. The text block itself is probably about 1.5 inches. So it's a nice, big, thick Bible. It does come on 36 GSM European Bible paper. So as far as the premium goes, you have the option of brown or black, but then there's a lot of other editions that are not going to be quite as expensive. They're not part of the Premier Collection, so the specs will be slightly different on this, but it looks really, really good. I'm going to set the box aside right here. Now we can open this up. Edge-lined construction. It's a Smythe sewn binding. Premium construction for sure. Presentation page. Title page. And then we get in here, so you see it is the NKJV Comfort Print typeface designed by 2K Denmark. As with all the other Premier Collection Bibles, these are printed in China. You have your table of contents, Old and New Testaments, your preface to the King James Version, and then you get straight into the Old Testament. The first thing you notice is that it does come with book introductions. So there are book introductions in this Bible, which is a unique feature. Red accents on the page for the book titles, for the section headings, for the chapter numbers, and the verse numbers. So I'll pull this up here for you. Now, because it's a verse-by-verse Bible, I think you can see that that 3 right there is slightly bolder than the 4, and that's the signifier that this is a new paragraph. So it's a new paragraph starting when it's a bold verse number. Over here, you'll see the same thing. The 11 is just slightly bolder than the other numbers on the page. Really good, easy to read, 10-point NKJV comfort print typeface. It's a verse-by-verse, line-matched typesetting, looks really great. And then in the center column here, you get the cross-references. This is the complete set of the NKJV cross-references, all found here in the center of the column. Let me pull this up again so you can just see it a little bit in the camera. Nicely spaced, easy to read. You do get those book introductions. You're also going to get extra features like a concordance and Bible maps. I'll show you those when we get to the back. So let me just get this to a place where we can kind of open it up. Here's the first page of 2 Samuel. Similar idea. But here's what it really feels like, just kind of spread out in front of you, studying on the page. The red accents really help kind of like create the separation for the different sections of the text, which I really appreciate, particularly in a verse-by-verse Bible. Sometimes it can be a little bit hard to tell where the different sections are because it all looks the same. So these red section headings really help you kind of mark the differences. You get red for your cross-references, so you can find your place really easy. On a page like this, these cross-references at the top, see that little space right there? The ones at the top are going to be associated with the left column of the text. The ones at on the bottom are going to be associated with the right column of text. So it kind of helps you know, okay, if I'm going to start up here, I'm going to be able to jump down here and find. So there's a cross-reference for verse 20, which ends on the right, top of the right page, and it's right here at the top of this column. But that's the way it's kind of, you can kind of, you know, if you're on the right side of the page, you jump down. If you're on the left side of the page, you jump up. Looks really good. Now you do notice it's verse by verse with little individual paragraphs. When we get into poetic sections of the text, it has a poetic typesetting. So it's always going to be verse by verse, but it has those line breaks and things that make it look more like poetry. I appreciate that. I like to see the difference. You get into places like Ezekiel and Jeremiah, places that are going to bounce back and forth. So there in Ezekiel chapter 28, there's some paragraph format, verse by verse, next to some of the more poetic settings. So it kind of helps you kind of get in and out of the feel of the text, the type of text that it is. So little embellishments here and there. Book introductions are short and sweet, but they're helpful. I think when you're if you're reading through the Bible in a year with a Bible like this, you get there, like it just kind of set yourself. What's Zechariah about again? Okay, now I know, I can dive in. All of the hallmarks of the NKJV that you'd be used to if you're familiar with it, as far as like the way the text is set up, that's all going to be the same in this Bible. And then yes, you do see, you get a red letter in the New Testament. So the words of Christ are in red. This looks really nice. It's got that nice kind of deep, bold red. Looks really good on the page. It's easy to read. I like a good red letter as long as it pops off the page. And this feels, I don't know how to describe this other than say, going from the black letter text here to the red letter text here, it doesn't strain my eye to go back and forth between the two. It gets off the page at the same consistency, which I really like. So it makes sense. 2K Denmark designed this. Thomas Nelson published it. They have a lot of experience. So yeah, pretty straightforward and consistent. Verse by verse, center column cross-references. It has that kind of classic center column cross-reference Bible feel. When you get to the end of Revelation, let's see if we can find it. Paper feels great. I love this 36 GSM paper that they use in the Premier Collection. So Revelation chapter 22 ends on page 1483. And then you go straight into a 3-column concordance. You do get some of those red accents basically for the main letter entry that's changing. So you get the red A, and then find our way to a red B at some point. There's the red B. The headings at the top of the page are in red. After the concordance, we get, I'm sure we're going to get that little note about the typeface, a couple blank sheets. They give us a little note here about the typeface from 2K Denmark. And then we get a set of glossy Bible maps. All in all, a really solid Bible. If you're into verse by verse, if you're into center column cross references, if you're looking for a great high quality NKJV Bible, this is a really solid one. It definitely stands up. Love the addition of the book introductions, but this one in particular, just look at those signatures, the cascading signatures. This is just a very good example of what Thomas Nelson can do with a lovely premium Bible. So there you have it, the NKJV verse by verse center column reference Bible. Man, that's a mouthful, and I may or may not have had to take multiple takes to say the name of the Bible right in this video. But man, this is, as you can see, a great Bible, one of the best from Thomas Nelson. Whether it's one of these, the Premier Collection is so great, but every edition of this Bible looks great and feels great. So I would love to know what you think. That's what I think. What do you think? Leave a comment and let me know. If you have one of these Bibles already, we would love to hear from you. So share with the audience what you love about this Bible. And definitely, absolutely, if you have questions about this Bible, drop those in the comments. I will get back to you with an answer. If you're ready to purchase one, I'm going to put links to these Bibles in the video description so you can check that out, surf around, find a price that's right for you. I'm also going to put links to Bible Review Blog on Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to post some photos of these Bibles, which are very photogenic, so check those out. Follow along on social media. Man, I'm having a lot of fun here on Bible Review Blog. I've got a lot of great videos planned for the weeks and months ahead. So if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please do that. That'll let you know when I have a new video, an unboxing video, a Bible review, and some other really fun Bible-related content that's coming. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.